going over 3 plant-based recipes that we make at the beginning of every single week, so we make sure that we have them stocked up in our fridge, and it just helps us to where we stay eating healthier things. It keeps us from buying food from like Chick-fil-A or just somewhere on the fly, because we know that we have healthy food at home and we have absolutely no excuse to go buy something fast food or just spending money in general. Having these 3 plant-based recipes already ready in our fridge just makes it so much easier and saves us so much money. So the first one that I'm gonna show you is exactly what we eat for lunch every single day, and it's a plant-based quinoa stir fry almost with just a bunch of veggies, and it's loaded with nutrients. And the second one's gonna be what we have for breakfast, and it's going to be just like an egg. It's actually a vegan egg. It tastes like real eggs, but it's a vegan egg with plant-based cheese and a bunch of vegetables. And the last thing is a plant-based gluten-free cookie dough. And I'll also include the caloric counts as well, if that's something that you look for whenever you have meals. And these 3 plant-based recipes have been such lifesavers, so I wanted to bring them to you guys. So if you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and give it a like, because it lets me know that you guys like videos like this. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with lunch first, because it gives our vegetables some time to roast. They take about 25 to 30 minutes, so I like to get those going first so that those can be cooking and we can go ahead and kind of work on everything else. So let's go ahead and let's get into the first recipe. So for the quinoa stir fry recipe, we're just gonna have some organic quinoa, organic broccoli, little florets, organic coconut aminos, 2 pounds of organic sweet potatoes, and organic bell peppers. You don't have to get all organic to make this. This was just affordable at Trader Joe's. So this is what we're gonna need for our recipe. for the sweet potatoes, and now we're gonna toss in the broccoli and the peppers. So I like to line my baking sheet or pan with parchment paper. It just makes it a lot easier to clean up because it just protects the pan so much. So I've already lined this one that we're gonna use. So I'm just gonna dump the broccoli and then only 2 of the bell peppers that we chopped up, because the other one is gonna be for the vegan egg casserole. And then after those are all baked, we're gonna combine them in this big Tupperware with our sweet potatoes and the quinoa, and this Tupperware is literally the perfect size. We eat a ton of this during the week. So, but yeah, let's get our broccoli and peppers baking and let's finish up our lunch. And peppers are baking, they usually take about 25 minutes or so. The sweet potatoes normally take about 30, so you can usually tell whenever they're about done. The broccoli will start browning, so that's whenever I would go ahead and take it out of the oven. But while those are baking, we're gonna go ahead and get the vegetarian, or I guess it's vegan, the vegan egg casserole baking. So we use this Just Egg. It's like a plant-based egg, and it's supposed to be better for you, and it honestly tastes just like real eggs, and we really like it. And I just put it in a little casserole dish like this, and I'm gonna use the baking paper to line that too, just because it makes it so much easier to clean it up after. If not, I have to soak it for a bit. So I also don't really use a non-stick. It just doesn't work for me. So I find that works the best. You just take it out and toss it. I have the pepper here that we diced up earlier, and I'm just gonna use these pre-diced yellow onions. It's just really convenient. I only use half of this container, and it does great. It lasts for about two times of making this. And then we have this dairy-free cheddar cheese, and it tastes so good. We use this on baked potatoes. We use this in this casserole. I mean, it's really good, and it's supposed to be better for you and better for your heart too than just normal dairy cheese, and we really like it. And I'm also gonna toss in this baby spinach from Trader Joe's. It's the organic one, but I just toss in about 2 cups of this, and it's perfect. So it's really easy. We just dump all of this in a pan. So let's go ahead, let's toss it all together, and let's get it baking. So while the vegan egg casserole is baking for about 25 and 30 minutes with the sweet potato and pepper, we're gonna go ahead and make the cookie dough. You literally just dump all this together and stir it. So we just use vanilla. I get the pure vanilla so that it's not like artificial or anything. McCormick is really good, and it's only $5. I know vanilla can get pretty pricey, but this one is really good and it's affordable. And then we have almond milk, and then we have plant-based butter. I absolutely love this butter. It tastes just like actual butter, and you would never know the difference. So we get this one, and it makes the cookie dough so yummy. And this is the flour that I have found to work the absolute best, and it's gluten-free all-purpose flour from Trader Joe's. I've used regular flour, and it just turned out too doughy and too cakey, and it was just too thick. So I find that that one is the best consistency. And then we also use these chocolate chips, and they are the Toll House allergen free, and they're free from like all of these allergies. So if you just like really clean ingredients, or if you have any allergies to any of these foods, these are the ones to go with. And they're also organic, which is really nice, and vegan. And they're kind of like the Enjoy Life ones, but I find that they're more affordable. and they're really yummy too. They taste really good, so we're gonna use those. And then lastly is some light brown sugar to add a little sweetness to our chocolate chip cookie dough. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to melt some of this butter, and then we're just gonna measure out each ingredient and put it in a mixing bowl and stir it together. And that's it, we'll have our yummy cookie dough. So now that our cookie dough is done, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull the broccoli and the peppers out of the oven. But my goodness, if you make this, please let me know, because it's so yummy. It tastes like real cookie dough, like not vegan, not dairy-free, nothing. It just tastes like actual cookie dough. But that consistency is the best. That's the kind of consistency that you want. It's pretty smooth and it's creamy and it's not like super doughy. I think that's why that flour is so nice, because it's really light. But my gosh, this is so good. And 1 tablespoon of this is 70 calories, if you're wanting to know. Let's peep in the oven and check on, oh hey. Oh yeah, those are done. But let's go ahead and let's combine the broccoli and peppers with our quinoa and sweet potatoes. Here it is in the Tupperware all mixed together. As you can see, it's loaded with veggies and vitamins and minerals, and we just really enjoy having this for lunch. And quinoa is also an incomplete protein, so it is pretty filling. We also like to put these organic coconut aminos in there as well. I don't really put it in there. I used to put it in there right whenever I made it, but I kind of just leave it and see how I feel that day, whether I want it or not. It is pretty low in calories as well, and it's really good. It's basically a soy sauce substitute, so it's really good to have if you like soy sauce but you want a healthier alternative. I would go with that. So, but we're gonna go ahead and pull out the egg casserole, and we will be completely done with our weekly meal prep. And this is exactly why I use baking paper, because all you have to do is pull it out and the pan is still super clean. You would have had to scrub all of this off if we didn't have this. So I'd recommend using this meal prepping, because it seriously makes the cleanup 10 times easier. And this is our egg casserole in our Tupperware. We don't eat this every single day, just days that we don't have protein shakes, but it's super good. It's very filling, and we just put like salt and pepper and garlic on it. I'll sometimes cut some fruit with it, and it's just a really great breakfast to have. And also very light too, so I really love this as an option. And if you make it, please let me know, because I'd love to know what you think. Alright you guys, so those were all 3 plant-based recipes that we make sure that we prep at the beginning of every single week. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!